Okay, the first question of this week is from Nikhil Ravikumar, who writes, I like the first episode. When's the next one coming out? Also, I have a question. Okay, let me answer this part first. I get this question a lot and with good reason. I actually answered this question in the heads up update video a couple of days ago. What I want to make sure of is that once I start uploading another video, I can keep it rolling on a weekly basis, instead of making one video and you have to wait very long for the next one. So I'm still working on that, and I'm still working on structuring and organizing things, but the planning is to launch the next video in the next couple of weeks and keep things rolling from there. On to his next question. I'm working on a one-shot, and I know that one-shots usually feature the whole story. However, I figured out a way to show the editor every facet of the story and still end with a cliffhanger. The idea is that the full potential of the manga is shown throughout the one-shot while still leaving some interest as to what will happen next. Is this a good idea, or should I revise my draft and stick to tradition? Well, actually a one-shots do not feature the whole story. At least not for a manga that is meant to become series with multiple chapters. What they usually do in one-shots is introducing you to the characters, the setting of the story, and telling where the story is headed. So in perspective, you will get just a small part of the entire story. If you have found a way to show the editor many facets of the story and still end with a cliffhanger, that's great. There are a lot of manga that do it like that and never show the whole story in this one-shot. So let's take some one-shots of first chapters of big manga titles as example, like Naruto, Bleach, or One Piece. We get to know the main character and a big part of his characterizations. We get a good sense and feel of the setting of the story. That means the world where the manga takes place. And we get a good idea of where the story is headed. In other words, what is the story about? Now ending your one-shot with a cliffhanger is a really good idea, but you at least got to have these three things in there. Introducing the main character, the setting, and what the story is about. Now these are pretty crucial, because if you would leave them out, the readers have less to relate to, and ending with a cliffhanger wouldn't change that. Now there are some exceptions, but in general it comes down to these three elements. Let's say if you are making a one-shot about a battle manga and you don't give the character depth or tell nothing about the setting or where the story is headed, and you would end up with a big cliffhanger, the readers won't have enough to hold on to. Maybe the action is great, it contains some badass characters, your art could even be amazing. But when a reader finishes reading a one-shot, you want to leave them with an overwhelming feeling. A feeling not that they want to read the next chapter, but that they need to read it. So I say, sure, ending it with a cliffhanger is a great idea, but I advise you to include at least these three elements. So thank you, Nikhil. Thank you very much for your question. If you like this video, then super smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our How to BAM YouTube channel. It's a great way for staying updated for the latest shows and videos. If you also have a question about making manga that you want to be answered on our show, then send in your email to info@howtobam.com. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter for some great giveaways and prizes.